digital inclusion through solar power community infrastructure. So Mario is a graduate research assistant at Villanova University. He received his Bachelor of Engineering from the National University in Nicaragua, and then Arizona State University, ASU in 2008. So he is the president and founder of, do you say out the name or the initials? CIDENIC, yeah. CIDENIC, okay. He's also a senior member of IEEE, past president of the Nicaragua section, member of humanitarian activity committees, HAC, part of IEEE entrepreneurship, and president of the Internet Society in the same region. So with that, I will turn it over to Mario for his presentation. Come up. Correct one, right? Yes, this is. Oh, there it is.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you for having me today. I'll be quick. Last but not least, I'd like to present some work that has been done over the year 2024 in Guatemala. This was actually developed with a nonprofit organization called Newsom Road. It's not. No, it's not. Okay. And we mainly work with the indigenous communities as the past winner as well in Ecuador and in Peru, but this was in Guatemala over the Mayan coast, and we have been deploying over 50 digital community centers. And the main purpose of this is to empower women in order to take leadership and in order to, digital literacy and as well access to energy and access to things. So where is this located? As you can see, it's part of Central America. It's in between Mexico and Honduras. And it also is a neighbor country of Belize. It has a rural population of 46%. Besides that, Guatemala is one of the largest economies in Central America, but it has a lot of disparities related to this as well. So it lacks a lot of infrastructure, energy, internet access, and navigation. As you can tell, the locations are very remote, very difficult to get there. So we had a lot of challenges related to location, culture, the weather, as you can see in the third picture on my left. It always raining, and we have isolated households, so it's very difficult to establish a microgrid. And we have language barrier. More than 22 languages are spoken in Guatemala. And the digital community centers, these are solar power systems, and they are enabled by internet service. So they also run a software that we can monitor the reliability and the resiliency of the power system. It is an autonomous isolated power system. It goes actually in between 2 to 6 kilowatt power of capacity installed. This was as you can see, it's a 5 kilowatt. And once we complete the installation, we go over the training. So it's more related to STEM training for young people, but also to women who are the ones taking the lead in the community centers. So there's a lot of shift in terms of leadership, because men used to be always actually the one who take the right decision, but we try to encourage women in this case. As I was mentioning, these are some specs about the Stellar IS. This is a product developed by Newsom Road. It's part of their intellectual property. It could be grid tied or it could be off grid as well. And so with the broadband internet or satellite connection, we have been using VSAT, and we have also been using recently Starlink Mini. Starlink media is a 100 megabits per second, and it is also run over the Stellar Microgrid OS, which is actually the software that monitors the performance. And so it's very low maintenance, and we can actually take decisions over the software, so we can manage and control the system by ourselves. So since fiber or the cellular connectivities are unavailable in these cases, we use the Starlinks, and we started using the first version, and then the Starlink Mini became available for a very low price. So they paid up to $40 per month in the community, and it has 100 megabits per second down and 10 to 20 up. There's a picture actually when we were building the shelter for the Stellar IS, and this is the technology that we use. So as you can tell, it is an autonomous system with Stellar Edge, which is a kind of like similar to a charge controller for the solar system. And it has a component as well of batteries, generator. We also use the breakers for protection and the cloud storage. We can track, over time what's been happening when it's actually very crowded, when it's not working. We can shoot it, troubleshoot it, and we can make it work again. And this is actually the layout as we can see it in the software platform. So what are the areas of impact? The first one that we are trying to strive is education. So education to young people and to women in particular. So we provide training in digital skills and also job opportunities. With the power system, they are also able to sell groceries or sell some sodas, things like that they can actually, get some money in return. And that money is used to maintain the computer labs as well, and to maintain the system whenever something fails. So the areas of impact, so with that, we cover kind of like our own internal Wi-Fi network. We have what's called hotspot management software that we can sell the internet as well to any other person that comes outside the lab. And we use mesh Wi-Fi technology as well to expand the coverage. And so we charge a fee to access the internet, as I mentioned before, for non-students. And we also cover some fees or charge some fee for digital services like courses, transactions, or any other training that any outsider can request. So partnerships and local contributions are key. So we work very closely with governments, with private sector partners, and with any other contribution. As a conclusion, you see that the digital community centers are a great solution for giving impact in terms of e-commerce, telehealth, because people are able to communicate with the health center, telecommunications, access to education, gender empowerment, leadership, better quality of living, and a sustainable economic approach. With that, actually, you can see all of the areas that we are using as application for the Stellar IS. So we cover the need of schools, we cover the need of cold storage, we cover the need of a training center. It's a vendor space as well, and it's a health center, and it's a computer lab. So it's actually very impactful. With that comes to an end. I'll be more than happy to take any questions, either here or outside. Thank you.